Calculators, I want to do an update to the advanced bot trading, the insider alerts that made me $800 with a $2,000 investment. Now, when I did that, I used the same strategy for day trading. So I'm gonna take out the passive income part of it because it's not as passive as I thought it would be. So I have moved this to a Mad Hatter strategy, which I will create on the next section, and I'm still monitoring to see how it goes. I know this is like a totally new space and things are always changing all the time. I wish that when I created something that it would stay consistent, but in reality, it just is always changing. So we're gonna keep updating it and stay on top of this passive income as much as possible because that's where I want to be because that's what's gonna really free us so we can be more with our families. And so with this, it's still good. So what I would do is like keep those signals on there, keep those bots on there, and you can kind of see at a glance if you're just jumping onto trades. Okay, where is it starting to be? Where it's starting to roof in, it's starting to take off, and you can kind of see immediately where it's happening as it roofs in, and it fires a green signal on your bot. So then you click on it, you look at the charts, and say, okay, cool, it's starting to roof out, a roof in, and it's starting to take off. So you can then manually find a place to jump in, but make sure you use your candlesticks to find the best point. Look at the candles. I mean the chart patterns to see if you can find that. Um, I think they call it a flag or pennant flags, and also our Elliott wave signals, so you know where in which waves you are in, and so you can expect whether it's going to correct or is it going to be on impulse 5 or impulse 3 wave and take off from there. Then you can know where to jump in accordingly. I would also look at the 1 minute, 5 minute, 15, 30 minute, and 1 hour window. I kind of just lay them all out because then when what you see in the 1 minute, it eventually translates to the 1 hour, but also on the overall big view of how it's all moving. Uh, in general, rather than looking so fine that you don't see that we're actually in a downtrend on a 1 hour window. And so with those things, once you're in a trade, then I would set a dynamic stop loss to monitor it, and as soon as it changes and starts to come back down, your dynamic stop loss will be able to take you out. And that's what really helped me out when I was doing this $600 to $800 on my day trading trades. And that's what really helped out because like I don't know exactly when it's gonna drop, and I can stop loss it along the way, but to have the bot do it makes a much tighter stop loss, and so in a sense it could stop you out early, and if it does, great, that's fine. I also want to say don't make the mistake of like, hey, I stopped you out, is it gonna keep going back up? Well, maybe, but let it drop a couple more points before you actually jump back in. And like sometimes I'll doubt the bot actions too, and so it'll stop me out. I'm like, oh dude, that's not cool. I want to jump back in. I jump back in, and I should listen to the bot because it just totally went down further, and I end up losing all my gains. So trust that the bot, if it stops you out and it drops more than 1% or half a percent and it stops you out, then just get out, and then monitor it. Go back to the charts again because the most dangerous point is the entry, and that's the thing. So you did all that hard work to find a good point. The candlestick chart patterns and looking at all the charts, but once you get stopped out, there's a reason why you got stopped out. Then you get to go back and reevaluate. Did you get stopped out falsely? Are you still on Elliott wave 5, or is it correcting again? And if not, then don't go back in. Find another coin. Go back to the bot area again. Check out where you need to be, and jump onto another coin and repeat the process. Of course, you could definitely make a lot more that way. Of course, as you put more effort into it, you're gonna reap those benefits. Also, you also take a little more risk too. So I like to just set up the bot, not be emotional about it. I'm not the an expert trader, I'd say, and just set it up. Let the bot take care of it. So on the next one, I'm gonna do the same thing. It's still, but I'm still monitoring. I'm just gonna call it the Mad Hatter strategy for now, and it becomes more passive for me. I will then document that, and then eventually call it passive if it is. So until then, yeah, check out the Mad Hatter strategy. I'll go over that. I've been kind of been posting updates, and as I set them up, I will share those signals and those settings with you from there. And set them up yourself. There's a little bit of it where you have to manually enter the trade amount. You can't just throw the whole thing in, which is good. It's a good thing. You don't want to trade your entire portfolio anyway, and but then you have multiple bots to be able to use the income or the ETH that you have to deploy it where the signals are firing, and it's working well. All right, guys, you have a good one, and that's it for this section for now. And I would probably move on to Mad Hatter, but use this strategy to when you're day trading just to set those stop losses. All right, thank you.